Hackthebox has released a new junior certification, and it has a cyber enthusiast shook. This video's intention is to explain what it is, what it covers, why you should consider looking into it, my thoughts on the certification, but also I wanted to explain the struggles in starting one's journey through cybersecurity Mordor. This video is made in partnership with Hackthebox, so shout out to them for granting me access to everything that I need to make a proper review. If you're in the cybersecurity space, you'll likely already know about Hackthebox's other certifications, like their pen testing specialist, bug bounty hunter, defensive security analyst, and much more advanced ones. Their new junior certification is specifically meant to bridge the gap, and it's a massive gap, between someone just starting out and someone who's ready to take the intermediate certificates. For the vast majority of people, literally starting from ground zero, going through the learning modules needed to prepare for these certificates would be painful. It's a daunting task for a noob, because in reality, there is so much that you need to know. And I get asked time and time again, how do I get started? What can I do to learn the basics? What is all this? Do I need to know all of it? Yes. Why is there so much? Because there is. Red teaming? Is that dangerous? Can be. Prerequisites. Just like their other certificates, you have to complete the respective job role path in order to even be able to begin the exam. Now, a little personal advice: if you're a beginner, don't feel like you can just skim right through these modules and easily pass the exam. All 20 modules will cover everything you need to know to pass the exam. The kicker here though is, again, you can't half-ass your learning here. As an example, finding an entry point, a foothold if we're using cyber jargon, into a system is not a one-size-fits-all approach. The learning modules cover a wide variety of tactics red teamers use, but the underlying thinking process behind the tactics, in my opinion, are the most important takeaway here. A thinking process that is affectionately termed the hacker mindset. Cringe, I know. The modules. I released a video that covered every class that I took in my cybersecurity bachelor's program. To no one's surprise, I had to learn every bit of this. These modules only scratch the surface though of their respective topics, but that's what the intermediate modules are for in the more difficult job paths. I think the beauty with how Hackthebox created this path is how they combined blue teaming and red teaming and smashed them together for more advanced learning paths. As you can see here, most of the modules in the CJCA job path would also apply to the other job paths. Therefore, completing them is, as they say, feeds two birds with one scone. Exam format. The format is actually pretty straightforward. You have a set number of machines that you have to pwn, that you have to perform actual penetration testing on. You locate vulnerabilities, exploit them, and document it all in one report. Pair that with validating the alerts generated in a SIM, using log analysis to back up your determinations of said alerts being benign, false positives, or true positives. Again, documenting your thought process with evidence. A very well-rounded exam that simulates an enterprise environment and gives you a taste of writing reports. Pen testers write reports, security analysts write alert determinations, and incident reports. Documentation is a huge component of cybersecurity. Price. This is probably what everybody's curious about. Over half the learning path is free. That's right, no subscription or purchase needed. All the tier 0 modules are free. And if you're confused by the cube math, here you go. Simply completing the tier 0 modules rewards the same amount of cubes as it takes to unlock them. 10 for 10. You'll need more cubes for the tier 1 and tier 2 modules. This is where it can start to cost you $8 if you're a student, or $18 if you're not. Now, the exam voucher on its own is $105. One of the cheapest junior cybersecurity certifications out there. Now, my overall thoughts. One of the things that stood out to me during the debrief for this certification that I had with Hackthebox months ago at this point, before it was released, was their emphasis that this is not a job-ready certification. The transparency there was refreshing. Ultimately, the entire reason they decided to create this job path and certification is for John. If you've seen my previous videos, then you know what I'm referring to. But basically someone who knows nothing, doesn't know if they prefer blue teaming or red teaming, doesn't even know what I'm talking about right now. I think one of the most important questions one might ask in the sea of never-ending certifications in cybersecurity is it worth it? Well, frankly, yes. I've read Reddit posts, watched a few review videos that covered this release. The main complaints that I've seen is, it's just another certification and it's not worth the price. ROI, I think for $100, it's worth it. That's just my personal opinion. Hack the Box's reputation is nothing but up. So their certifications reflect value and being reputable. Now, of course, I'm slightly biased here because I went to the scam that is college. So I'm comparing this to my time and money spent in college. The certification is obviously not going to be in any job listings yet, but I think with any self-learning platform, which is largely what Hack the Box is, self-paced learning, no professor's telling you exactly how to do something in every circumstance. With self-learning, you can fall into the trap that is learning purgatory, where you mindlessly consume learning modules and mindlessly complete labs. Have you ever gone through a lab, followed the steps, guidance, heck, you even took screenshots and explained your thought process behind the screenshots. But ultimately, you were just jumping through hoops in the lab instructions. And a week, a month, sometime later, were asked to complete the lab from memory, but would land flat on your face on the brick wall that you set yourself up for because you were mindlessly following learning purgatory into oblivion. That's the point of these exams. It's to test your knowledge. I wouldn't say the penetration testing portion is necessarily one-to-one with what was covered in the learning modules. You kind of have to go a bit beyond the low-hanging fruits. Challenge yourself a little bit. Challenge what you learned by applying it all together at once. Funny enough, I had a discussion with my son recently about the purpose of homework. He's 7, so naturally he wants to play instead of doing schoolwork. Not surprising, but here's what I told him. For most people, learning is not a one-time deal. You don't read something, learn how to do something one time and leave it at that. I used math as an example because he hates it, which is just funny because I grew up loving it. With all the basics especially, which is what the CJCA covers, you have to repeat what you learned over and over. Enumeration, footprinting, log analysis. You got to do your homework to practice what you learned. The repetition is what ingrains the knowledge into your brain so that years down the line, you still know how to do addition or how to deal with imaginary numbers. I do not miss multivariable calculus. Now, I'm sure some of you could say, just do Hack the Box labs. Yeah, do that as well. The exam itself can be thought of as a goal, as a milestone, and possibly a turning point. Because part of the point of the exam is to direct you into either red teaming or blue teaming. You might find, like I did during the exam, that I don't like red teaming. It just ain't for me. Nope, don't want to do that. I would way rather analyze alerts and configure security tools on the blue teaming side of things than dig endlessly for a vulnerability to exploit. But you might find it's the opposite for you. Now, a little note on the price. You pay for the work put into not only setting up and hosting the exam's virtual environment, the attack box, the servers needed to ensure that everything runs smoothly, but also the entire exam itself. Format, questions, the write-up, and of course, the grading. And I'll leave you with this. Even the longest journey begins with a single stepping stone. Maybe this can be the start and direction you need in your cybersecurity journey.